Hey, I'm bored. Hi. I wanted to I to stress the name. I think that's your haircut. They look like a prick. Yeah. Ew, why does it work? Ew, why does it work? Ew, 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 why does it work? The thumbnail is beautiful. Oh, that shows everything about me. Everything in that image is great. I love that. I made like a Discord server like forever ago of like if I cared enough and then never used it. But then I saw a thing where it was like you can send notifications when you're going live, and I was like, I'm gonna add that for funsies, you know? But I forgot I did it. And when I just started streaming, it sent it in the chat, and there's like a little thumbnail of the stream, and it's just me going. I will disappear sometimes when like I look away because anyway, I would have done a face cam because I feel like horror games need to have a face cam to get like the full effect, you know? But like I look ugly right now. I look like a mess. So, ooh, that was horrid. I look like a mess. So, ooh, you hear that knuckle crack? Fuck yeah. Okay. Um, how loud how loud is Visage? I don't think it's that loud, is it? I don't know. Ooh, I forgot to open my I'm struggling. What is the word? The my stream labels. Thank you, Jesus fucking Christ. That's what I wanted to open. Oh my god. I just had like a fucking seizure trying to figure out what the goddamn hell I was trying to say. Anyway, oh, I like this song. Oh well, I'm turning it off because I want to play game. But look at the shoes. Even the shoes look good. Like, look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. Okay. Oh, I'm really laggy. Ooh, I did not know I was that laggy. Hold on. My bad. Let me turn off Discord and maybe that. No one needs that. No one needs this. Or that. That's fine, right? Am I good now? Am I better? I think I'm better. Am I better? I can't tell. Am I better? Oh, I just threw up in my fucking mouth. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay, I'm good. Holy Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, wait. New game. Oh. Hoss, you're setting me up. You said it's hard. Wow. I loaded up and it's immediately telling Patience is your best friend. Patience and me do not get along. I have a feeling this is not gonna go as well as Haas thought it would. Ost is the person who recommended the game to me, and what the fuck? Who's whimpering like that? Can you hear that? Oh god. Oh. Oh god. Oh, we're starting right off the bat. We're just going right into it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Why are you what led to this situation here? What led to this situation? I'm gonna turn off chat for a second. Hold on. Because it looks stupid. Wait, what did it say? Wait, it said something. I missed it. What did it say? Wait, what did it say? I missed it. I missed it. What did it say? Girl, why are you whimpering so loudly? I don't... Should I put like a TW in the title? I feel like I should definitely put like a TW in the title, I feel. You know, just... Oh my god, there's multiple! Where did, no, okay, this is a lovely start already. Is that a child? Oh no, that's a foot. I thought that was like a child's hand. There was just... That was like a really delayed audio there. Did you see that? Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a start. Love that. I don't know what I'm meant to do with this information. Am I in a pile of blood? What is that? It looks icky. What is that? Ew, 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 ew. I don't like those sounds. Ew, 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 ew. I don't like those sounds. Ew. Oh. Oh. Am I in a cult? Okay. I was just in there. What do you mean it's locked? I was just in there. How does... Tab? Okay. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Hi, Mary. Oh. I did not mean to go on down on you like that. That's my bad. Can I... Excuse me? Yeah, that's... Candles can be placed... That's a shitty light switch. Whoa! Oh. Progress throughout the game. These items are collected in different ways, including the end of a chapter. Once collected, these items will automatically appear in the progress. Okay. I have no clue what this game is about, by the way. I saw, like, a few trailers, like, Anyway. I saw, like, the, previews, and I was hooked. And what is... This looks like a confession stand. Right? Those are what those are called? Some sort of display stand. There's nothing on it. Yeah, I can... Oh, we're like religious. Gotcha. Yeah, gotcha. Oh. Cute. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Video, can I like... It's as high as that goes. Is there... The bottom visage is invisible? Listen, I'm colorblind to shades. That's not how that works. I just tried to, like, punch Virgin Mary. What is that? There's just a nail in the wall. Cute. What was it? Like E and F? What is... F, run, crouch, switch hands. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Ooh, I can zoom. Oh, that's gonna be comedic. I love that. Anybody? Oh, I don't like this. I already don't like this. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Hi. Hey there. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah. This is fine. I already want to give up. What is that? Oh, a book fell. Was that book fallen before? Swear to God, if you breathe in my ear.
Hello, Twain. It's
Hi.
Rose, your neighbor.
Hi.
I know it's late, and I know that I tend to be a little anxious about small things.
That's
apologize
fine, me too.
for that, but I'm getting a bit worried. I haven't seen you
Why?
out of the house in about 3 weeks. Is everything all right? Could you call me just to let me know
I'm just depressed.
fine?
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. You sound like my grandmother. Put it back, put it back, put it back. Okay. What was her name? Marge? Okay. Whoa. Oh no. I do not like that. I do not like that at all. Fuck. Nivak, fuck off. There's... Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Why do I need to close the blinds? Why is there an option to close the blinds? I don't like that. I don't like that. Did I just hear someone crying? Open. Give me a cup. Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Close the door. Close the door. Close it. My bad. Can I take the out of ammo? Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's fine. I don't like that. Why is this? What is that? There's so many noises. Why are there so many different noises? It's fine. It's fine. Look. Is this like my porch or something? It's fine. Who? I'm gonna go on these stairs and something's gonna happen. Watch. Oh. I was about to say, oh, nothing happened, and then that did. So. I don't want to open this door. I'm scared. Such a fucking pussy. I am such a pussy. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, wait, what? Oh. Is that me as a baby? Oh, look at the thumbprints. That's so fucking good. Holy shit, look at that. The light on the... Oh my god. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Okay. You're gonna, like, turn into real... Why was there red in the corner of my screen? What does that mean? What does that mean? What did that mean? Why was there red in the corner of my screen? What did that mean? What did that mean? Am I gonna be chased around in this house? Please, spare me. Spare me, game. I'm a fucking pussy. Anything inside the box? It's just an empty box. Ooh, what's that? Y'all saw that flickering too, right? Like, I saw that light flicker. Can I sit on the couch? Ooh. Okay. Cookie. Oh, candles. Candles. Seen a lot about candles. Having to go places, but seen very little candles. I can't. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything. Key with small mirror attached. What the fuck does that mean? It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing's good. That plant just made me shit myself. Candles can be placed here. Okay. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Too long in the dark will decrease your character's sanity amongst varying other elements. Your character's sanity is represented by the brain icon. If you see brain clearly, your character's sanity is dangerously low and dangerous events will occur. What do you mean danger? Shows when you are in a stressful situation. What stressful situation was I in? I was staring at the clock. What the fuck? I don't like that it showed me that right before a corner into a long corridor. lights don't work. Of course the lights don't work. It's fine. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why is the light moving like that? Why is the light moving? I don't know. What's down here? Oh, there's a note. Looking for the garage key. It's probably in your jean pockets in the laundry room, as always. Thank me later, honey. Oh. These are the type of key item and dynamic items. Dynamic items are stored. Can't be essential. Oh. Oh, why did it save? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Why can't I just get a lighter? Why can't I just get a lighter and walk around? Why do I need to be carrying candles everywhere? I don't understand. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, there's light switches here. Okay. Okay. They did nothing. They contributed nothing to this scenario. Okay. Okay, well, what? Why is my sanity low? Why am I stressed? I don't understand. It's jammed. Where am I meant to go? I don't understand anything. Oh, is it this door maybe? Hey, Mary. What? Didn't I get the room key on the... Okay, wait. Looking for the garage key. It's probably in your jean pockets in the laundry room, as always. Thank me later, honey. Where the fuck's the laundry room? I went to every place. Oh, no, I didn't. There's the creepy corridor. Okay. Why do I have to walk so fucking slow? You know what? Fine. I'm not a pussy. I'm not a pussy. I can do this. Fuck you. I'm not a pussy. I'm going to I'm going to the laundry room. Avoid standing in the dark too long. Okay, I got it, I got it, I got you, I got you.
To y'all folks in the great city of Riversdale. Today the weather is going to be absolutely celestial. The temperature won't drop below 77 degrees and it's going to be one hell of a sunny day. Get your sunscreen towels out and take your whole family to the beach. Take a day off and show your loved one how much you care about them on this wonderful vacation. On another note, today we've got a special guest with us, and we're going to have a lot of fun with him. His name is Dwayne Anderson. His family.
Why did it make that? Why does it have to make Dolores is chat? What the fuck? I don't. Why did I agree to this? I could have just played a silly, fun little game, you know? I could have. Wasn't that radio playing a second ago? Okay. Can I, like. Ugh! Why are you swaying like. Is this the laundry room? Where's the laundry room? You're not the laundry room. I'm not a pussy. You're not laundry. Where's laundry? I'm not touching that fucking curtain. You're not. Why am I stressed? Why am I stressed? Why am I stressed? What did I do? I'm. You know what? Screw you. My sanity is perfectly fine, thank you very much. I don't care about your. Oh, maybe my sanity is not that great. Open. Okay. That was not necessary. I feel as though that was a little extra. And I don't appreciate that. Oh my god! Clean your toilet, dude! What the fuck? Ew. Can I, like, grab toilet paper or something? No? Okay. Hey, I'm gonna play some music. I feel like that's a great idea. Yeah, I'm gonna play some music. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. Who doesn't love some grand old music? I'll turn it down really low, okay? So it doesn't, like, affect everything, you know? Like, okay, see? Comfort music. Comfort music. We got this. We got this. I can't see anything. I can't see anything. I can't see anything, dude. What am I meant to do? Actually, never mind. I'm gonna... Nope, no, no. You're gonna... Yeah. Whoa. Oh. Well, I found laundry, but I don't see any laundry rooms. This is a big ass house. Y'all are... I beat the game. I did it. I did it. That's all I had to do. It's completed. Look at that. I've done absolutely nothing in this game so far. I've procrastinated literally fucking everything. It's fine. We're gonna play our beep boop music, okay? And we're gonna have a grand old time. We're gonna Come on, Zelda, let's go. Let me out, bitch. I don't know what to do. What do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do. What do I do? I don't know what to do. There's so much happening. I don't know what to do. What's happening? I'm going back in the closet. I'm going back in the closet. I'm going back in the closet. I changed my mind. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult. I didn't mean to insult you. I'm sorry. I didn't want to start anything. I'm fine. You... No. It's fine. What the fuck? I don't like it. 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 What am I supposed to do? I don't understand. What am I doing? What do I do? 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 I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. What do I do? I don't understand. What is happening? I don't understand to do with this. I think that I'm gonna book it. Wait, did I close the bath? I'm gonna cry. Can I like take these candles or something? I don't. I know there's nothing on it. I just want to get the candles. How do I get the candles? Can you? I thought I was safe in this room. Ah. Listen, I love horror games, but I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. I don't know. I don't know. What does that child sound like? A screaming goat? Or was that a screaming goat? I don't know what to do. I don't know what. I don't know what to do. 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 I don't understand. I don't understand this game. I don't know, like, tips. Candles. Huh? The room is a hub containing items that represent your progress throughout the game. These items are collected in different ways, including the end of a chapter. Once collected, these items will automatically appear. You know, I don't think that it's a good idea that I'm doing this. No. We're gonna play a fun game. Why don't we play something like Stanley Parable, huh? Like, let's... Yeah. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. It's not. No. 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 No, no, no. What's that one game where it's like fly swatter or whatever? It's like, woo, cool, yeah. Whoa. Isn't it like fly? Isn't it fly? What's it's that one game that Ice Cupquake played. Jazz punk. Thank you. That's what I wanted. Let's get jazz punk, huh? Let's play jazz punk. Jazz punk seems like such a better game. Where is it? Well, now I have to download it. Whatever. It's fine. Look, listen. Oh, you can see my glasses. Sorry about that. Ooh, you can see my septum too. I'm I just want to play video game. Let's play. Can I get video game, please? Thank you. I'm ready. I'm ready to Why am I'm such a fucking pussy. I immediately said, "No, actually, never mind. I don't want to do that." It wasn't even that bad. Okay. And I'm just a pussy. I hope you can hear awkward chair squeaks. It's almost done downloading. I'm why do I It download play. Ah. Scared the shit out of me. Okay. Properties. Where's my, there you go. Loud, 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 loud. Loud. Why loud? Loud. Loud. Okay, first, no full screen. Why is it so loud? Why are you so loud? Stop being loud. Okay, no more Super Mario. Why is it so fucking loud? Holy shit! Chill out. Why are you loud? Why so loud? Oh. I accidentally started it. I literally just want to turn down the volume. Whatever.
Half 43, Manchester. 23, number 25. 41, Northern. 44, Northern.
Okay. Human factory! Let's go! Oh. I did not mean to tab out. Sorry. Why are you tapping out? Stop. I can't read that. Are those cars? I don't know. Skip this. I'm bored. Oh, I skipped it. Sweet. Oh god, I need to turn mouse sensitivity wholly fucking down. Options input. There it is. Why is it? I don't like how it's that smooth. Okay, that's better, I guess. Whatever. Lorenz and Koch. Okay. Darlington. Import. Okay. No. Okay. I meant to go to her. Hi.
Sit down, honey. The director will be right with you. The director is ready for you.
Okay. Huh? Okay. Can I have some meat? Okay. Wow.
Please,
Hey.
have a seat. We've much business to discuss.
I know what's gonna happen. Why would...
Basically, we need you to infiltrate the Soviet consulate.
Okay. Oh, wait, I need to...
They've taken some of our important technology, and it's imperative that we get it back in the right hands.
Okay.
As per usual, here's your missional subscription. Don't take too many. If you need me, I'll be in the wine cellar.
There... You just... Ew! I ate it! Ew! Can I sit back down on the whoopee cushion? No. Alright, give me my drugs. Central Depot, Schmidt Road, cable every mission, reality is sufficient. Okay. Oh. Did I just down the entire bottle? I didn't even take a pill out, I just... Flash warning. I'm infiltrating! I'm a ninja. Oh. Hey, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Hey, Nan. Bye. Hey.
You have insufficient security clearance.
Well, who? Fuck your. Whoa. Wah. You're like a weeping angel. Hey.
I'm afraid you don't have appointment.
I'm afraid I must ask you off premises.
No. Okay, so that didn't work. I got it. Next best idea. Go.
Can I interest you in a stick of gum? My eyes.
My bad. No. Okay, you can only talk to the people that are like rendered. My bad. Just trying to go on fishing. Okay. There's just a fridge. There's just a fridge. No tell. Don't mind if I do.
I'll calibrate your sensor for $1.
You can calibrate me any day.
Am I turning you on? I'll reboot when I want. You know, I tried online dating, but I couldn't find an impedance match. Oh, you. Only if you use encryption, sweetie.
Yeah. Anyway. What am I meant to be doing again? Hey, man.
Do you have the MacGuffin? Come back when you've got the MacGuffin. Pick me up a MacGuffin and a coffee. Do you have the MacGuffin?
Okay, no, right. What am I supposed to be doing again?
Where's to be going now? You have insufficient security clearance.
Okay, well, then what do I do about that? I'm here for an interview. You ain't say anything. Bye. Is that not what I was meant?
Believe in yourself. Best friends forever. I know where you sleep at night.
Okay, never mind. Dude, you got issues. Alright, where am I meant to go?
I'm sorry, I cannot allow you access.
I'm afraid I must ask you off premises.
What? Ooh.
Престевнёдный.
Ugh.
Where's to be going now?
Communist plotting, vodka and biscuits. Oh, turn to 6. How did I get up here? And how do I get down? Wait, how did... Um... Well, how did I do it? What?
You have insufficient security clearance.
Oh. How did that work? I'm better than all of you. Suck it. Hey, what's up? I win! Infectors. Ugh. Just got a really bad shiver. Okay. Wee! Wee! Okay. Nothing.
We're sorry. A dial tone of 2600 Hz is required to act.
How do I get to 26 hertz? Ass. Oh wait.
Welcome back, Dr. Buckley.
What? My bad. I didn't mean to do that. I don't have the cartridge. Oh no, where's the cartridge? Cartridge. How do I get the cartridge? Where is the cartridge? What?
Net. To reject all sensitive information from our data banks, dial 1 now. To activate adult pay-per-view on your television, dial 2 now. These charges will appear on your credit card statement. To contact the criminal directly, dial 3 now. Long distance...
I got it. Losers. Oh. Whee! Why am I in a koi pond? Eat it. Eat it.
Welcome back. Our benefactors wish to extend their gratitude. I hope you're ready for another job. As a biotech engineer
You're very
working for
flexible,
Radio Corp, Instar connections seem to have afforded him a particularly valuable artificial kidney. Estimated value on the red market's over 25 billion yen.
That's
We need
million,
you to extract this
not
from him
billion.
at any cost. Improvise. I know you'll do well by me.
Yep.
If you don't mind, I've got a landline to install.
If you like pina coladas, I get a cone. He's nasty looking. Follow the cowboy. Can do.
座ってください。
It's impolite to ask a lady her front weight.
I didn't ask you your weight. What is it? Hey?
Hey you, come sit. 座ってください。Hey you, come sit.
I don't know how to sit.
座ってください。
Oh.
こちら。それはミスの仮面だった。ごめんなさい。
Huh?
これでそれを飲む。絞れたてのハートミルク。ごめん。これで口洗う。それは猿のミスだった。私は恥ずかしい。Why you click on me? Why you click on me?
Anyway, hi lady.
How big is your creation mesh? No instant messaging.
Okay. Hi. 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 Hi.
Take my advice. Never overclock your underwear. Can you spare a bite to eat? I'd like to drink motor oil.
Okay.
Sumimasen. My fry shop has been infested with vases.
Ah! 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 Bitch.
I am in your debt. I am in overwhelming debt.
just a brain? There's multiple brains. Why do you have multiple brains?
At least I can cook these fries for dinner. Fry soup for everyone. I'm not that kind of girl.
Girl, me too.
Everything sounds like sumimasen. I'm sorry I can't hear you. It's all muffled to me. I'm sorry I can't hear you. It's all muffled to me.
Fly. Fly.
Stop, man.
Fly.
そうですよ。
本当にカジンカプセル買うんですか？そうです。
そうです。怪人カプセルだわ。
本当？本当に？
本当。
Welcome to Golden Rocky Electric Squid. Irashaimase! Please take all pictures. I kind of like this now.
Oh! I'll deal with you in a second. Oh wait.
Yeah, well, I love me some sushi. Oh, the only thing here I don't judge is the fugu. You know, they actually let me keep my shoes on here. Been working in Aerocorps on like 17 years.
Excuse me.
No entrance, please. You are not professional swatter. 虫ではないです。I am not a fly. Please don't hit me. Please do not anger me. Also, I am terrified of spiders. You have poor swatter technique. You are not professional swatter. 虫ではないです。
Back around.
My grandpapa raised me to be a
Wait a second.
ごめんなさい。
Second. What am I doing again? Catching spiders. Oh. I got one. Here you go.
Stuff only.
Oh. 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 Oh, wigglers. That spider just hissing me?
Albert! How dare you! Get out! Get out of here! Get out of here! Albert! How dare you!
Here's your spiders, ma'am.
I will be your dedicated server tonight. Irashaimase! I will be Irashaimase!
I am not a fly. You have Core Fugu technique. You have bestowed blindness upon me. Oh, I have been defiled.
What am I meant to do back here? What am I doing? Oh, I found another one of the spiders.
Please to call Kissetsu. Moeru. Please to call hospital. Yonosarete-imasu. Oh, I have been defiled. Moeru. Please to call hospital.
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
You gonna go see Johnny Cash fly out? That's very kind of you to notice. This is a new habit.
What am I meant to be doing? I forget. Oh yeah, I'm looking for the cowboy.
Whoa, you crazy?
Yamete. What is your business here? I'm taking you in. Stop resisting.
Come here. I got a job for you.
Hi.
I need your blanks. I need the old knife jagger.
I don't know.
Replicants.
Okay.
They're back, and they're here. What do you say, blanks? Will you do one old-timey one for me for old-timey's sake?
Sure. UN. Yeah. Oh.
I need you to track them down and retire the whole mess of them. Now, we put down a quarantine barrier in the immediate area. You can't leave until you catch them all, etc. Take this with you. It's a Voight cough machine. It'll detect whether someone's a replicant or a pile of bananas or whatever. Yeah, try it out on yours truly. See? Piece of cake.
Okay.
A gold watch? I'm headed to the pawn shop.
Maybe we're gonna have nightmares tonight. What? Why do I have a finger?
Oh God, please don't hurt me. No, that wasn't so bad.
I can retire in peace.
Why, you're a renegade, Polyblank. A loose cannon. When I said retire, I didn't mean retirement. I meant dead meat. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask for your badge.
I had a badge? No, I'm good. Can I leave?
And your gun.
I had a...
And your other gun.
I had...
And your other badge.
I didn't...
And your badge gun. And your gun badge. Get the hell out of my office.